back pain. In today's video, we'll be focusing primarily on the trapezius. This is described as a kite-shaped muscle or a kind of diamond, or it comes from the word trapezium, which is a geometric shape that is quadrilateral, has 4 sides to it. The muscle is located across the back, so the attachments are at the base of the skull. They come all the way down the sides of the neck, out to the outer edge of your shoulder, then down and in, connecting right into T12, so lower part of your thoracic spine. So it takes up quite a lot of space on the back body, and it's responsible for quite a few actions. When it becomes tight or strained, you could experience things like headaches or pain in that upper back shoulder area especially. So from doing things like having our shoulders close to the ears throughout the day when we get stressed or we're hanging out over our computers, or from things like having our head to one side, you can experience tension on one side of the neck, which causes tension through the trapezius. So the focus, as always, is on this muscle, but also we're working with the broader and more expansive body as well. But keeping our awareness there in order to draw greater insight into how the body works and moves and how your own trapezius functions and does work for you. So grab your mat and one block and we'll get started. Okay, so let's just come to sitting onto the block to begin with. So sitting up nice and tall. So you just feel a nice sense of the foundation of your spine connecting down into the block, and this sort of dynamic lift upwards through the spine. Feel an opening through the front of the chest. Shoulders soften away from the ears, and this lift from the base of the back of the neck all the way up through the center point of the head, lifting you. And then close the eyes, see if you can tune into the shape of that trapezius muscle. From the base of the neck, the outer edge of the shoulder, back in, connecting along different parts of the spine, all the way down to the lowest part of your upper back spine. Okay, with the eyes closed, just begin to bring your right ear towards your right shoulder, feeling the length across the side of the neck that you're stretching into. Just really gentle move. Take an in breath, bring the head back up through to center, and then exhale, bringing your opposite ear towards opposite shoulder. Giving a stretch out through this top portion of the trapezius. Inhale back through to center, and we'll go one more time to the right. Just allowing the head to drop down to the side. Keep the shoulder of your left side slightly downwards, anchoring it. And then inhale back through to center, and one last time over to the left. Keeping your right shoulder grounded. Good. Inhale, bring the neck back up through to center. And then draw the shoulders up towards the ears, as though you're trying to bring them towards your earlobes. And then as you exhale, bring them back, but retract the shoulders so that the shoulder blades start to squeeze together. So you're working into this mid-section of the thoracic. And then as you exhale, draw the shoulders down and away from the ears. You're working into that lower section of the trapezius. So we'll do that again. As you inhale, bring the shoulders up towards the ears. Maybe you're giving a gentle squeeze to help release the tension there. And as you exhale, bring the shoulders together, so drawing the shoulder blades like you're trying to kiss them together. And then as you exhale, shoulders move down and back. And then we'll move through that a little bit quicker. Shoulders towards the ears, squeezing together and then down. Shoulders towards the ears, squeezing together and then down. Just doing a couple more of those, just trying to make the movement as fluid as possible. So as many times as you need to either feel that fluidity or maybe to the count of 10. Whichever comes first. Good, and then gently release and come back through to center. A moment here, breathing into the belly. And then we'll gently blink the eyes open if they're not open already, and make our way onto our hands and knees. So we can place your block up to the side and up to the top corner of your mat, whichever side doesn't matter. Hands under the shoulders, spreading fingers nice and wide. Connect down through the thumb, the first finger, knees under hips. And then as you breathe in, lift the tailbone, allow the belly to drop towards the ground, draw the chest forward and through, lift the gaze, draw the shoulders back and down towards your back pocket, so feel those traps engaged. Tuck the tailbone under, round into the upper back. And then inhale, lift tailbone, drop belly, draw chest forward and down. See if you can feel into all those movements through that muscle that we're working. Rounding. Just do a couple more rounds of this, just back and forth gently. Working through the spine as well, the whole of the spine, it's all connected. Rounding into the back. Good. Come back to your neutral position, tucking the toes under. Get a good sense of pressing the ground away through the hands. Lift the knees. Keep the gaze slightly looking forward as you press the ground away. Lift the hips a little bit higher, sort of like extending out into the stretch. Keep the gentle bend in your knees. And then as you exhale, drop your left heel close to the ground. Keep the right knee bent. Really focusing on this kind of expansion, opening through the upper back. Shoulders pressing, hands pressing away. Exhale, draw your right heel to the ground. Stretching through that hamstring and the calf muscle. And we'll swap it out, moving back and forth through these two actions. Lifting and lowering, maybe in connection with your breath. Good, and then gently with both heels at the same time, coming high up onto your tippy toes. Exhale, draw the heels down and back. Walk the feet all the way forward towards your hands. You may need to keep a bend in your knees as you come forward, or straighten them if you can. And then take a little breath in, come onto your fingertips, so slide the hands up the fronts of the shins as you reach forward through the crown of the head. Draw the shoulders away from the ears, onto the back body, so you feel that engagement through the back. Send the sitting bones straight back behind you. Exhale, fold, bend the knees. Take the chest closer to the thighs, send the hips a little bit higher, feeling light through the sitting bones. And then inhale, press into the feet. As you rise all the way up, maybe the hands come out to the side or through center. Breathing in to rise. Exhale, the hands in front of the chest. Shoulders again drawing down into the back. Just feel that movement, connection down through the back body. You're going to turn around so you can see. Interlace the fingers, press the palms forward and away. Then lift up all the way, pressing to the palms of the hands. Press a little bit higher, lifting towards the ceiling, and then lift the right side body up, tip over to the left hand side. Open the chest a little bit more towards the left. Inhale, come back up through to center. Lift the left ribs, tipping over to the right. Leaning to the right. Inhale, come back through to center. Press up once again, reaching through both sides of the body, lifting the shoulders past the ears. And then exhale, bring the hands out in front once again. Top of your mat. Turn the palms to face in once again. Into the center of the chest. Relax the shoulders. And a little buoyancy down through the knees. And take an in-breath. Lift up and lengthen. Exhale, take a fold forward. Chest comes towards thighs. Then the sitting bones rise. Inhale, lift and lengthen forward. Hands come to the ground. Step the right foot back. Right knee lightly lands to the earth. Press down through the left foot to rise up, reaching through the arms. Exhale, hands come to the ground. Lift the right knee away from the ground. Step the right foot forward. Take a breath in, lift up and lengthen. Exhale, hands to the ground. Forward fold, sitting bones lift. Inhale, lift the gaze forward and away again. Then lift your left leg, step it back. Lightly landing, left knee to the earth. Inhale, rise up, reaching up through the arms. Exhale, hands to the ground. Left toes stuck under, lift the left knee. Step forward, little breath in, maybe sliding the hands up the shins, reaching forward, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, hands all the way to the ground. Sitting bones rise. Inhale, lift up again. Hands slide into the fronts of the shins. Exhale, come down. Step all the way back into that downward facing dog position, pressing the ground away. Lift and lengthen through the sitting bones. Feel free to have a little bend in your knees or straighten the legs out a little bit more. Feel that nice sense of connection down to the fingertips, the toes, spine lengthening. And inhale, come forward into a plank position. Two options here. So you could drop the knees and then lower down. Or you could keep the knees lifted and lower down. All the way to the belly. Keep the hands where they are. Lift the chest away from the ground, shoulders away from the ears. Press the hips forward and down into the earth. Keep the gaze looking slightly forward and down. Back of the neck lengthening. Exhale, lower down. Next time, float the hands away from the ground. Press the hips down, lift the chest. Looking forward, shoulders down. Exhale, lower back down. And again, float the hands. Draw the chest away from the ground. Lifting up. Exhale, lower down. And last one, float the hands, lift up, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, lowering down. Keep the hands where they are. Wrap the arms in close as you roll the shoulders forward so you feel the engagement through that entire back body. Lift from the belly button, press all the way back. Big toes to touch, sink the hips back into a child's pose. Sitting the hips back towards the heels, relaxing the shoulders, deepening into the breath. Walk the hands in towards you, so we end up sitting onto the shins. Here. Take the shoulders away from the ears, back of the neck lengthening. You're going to turn around. Take your right arm and reach it around, grab hold of your left wrist. Gently draw that left wrist over towards the right hand side and allow your right ear to draw towards your right shoulder. Stretching into the trapezius, upper section of the trapezius. We're going to take 5 breaths here. Deep in breath. Calm out breath. And then inhale back through to center. We'll do the other side. Turn around. Catching hold of your right wrist with your left hand this time. And allowing your left ear to drop towards your left shoulder. Feeling that stretch through the side of the neck, so that upper section of the trapezius. Calm breath in. Calm breath out. You can even close the eyes if you wish. Just really feeling into it. Remember, if there's any pain, just ease back a little bit. I don't want to be moving into places of pain. Working with where the body is at. And then gently release. Take the arms out in front, and we're going to cross the left arm over the top of the right. And then wrap the hands around the outer edges of your legs. Round into the upper back and draw the chin in towards your chest. So we're stretching across the midsection of the trapezius and the lower section. Taking 5 nice deep breaths here as well. Into the belly. Gently release, lift the arms up, bring the spine back to an upright position, uncrossing the arms, taking them out wide. And then again, crossing over this time. Right arm comes over left, wrap to the outer edges of your knees, or the upper leg, wherever you can reach to, and then wrapping around and in, so the upper back, gently stretching, and then breathing into it as you breathe deep into the belly, and feel that stretch through the upper back section. gently release, lifting the arms up, straighten out through the spine, take the arms out wide, and then all the way up. Lift the gaze towards the hands, looking up, and then taking the hands down in front of the chest. Okay, sit over onto whichever side you wish to extend the legs out in front. And then if you like, you can sit back onto your block or any support, maybe a cushion for this next little section. We're going to work on building a little bit of strength through the trapezius. So placing your right hand into the center of your chest, just to stabilize and slightly lift through the breastbone. Keep the ribs softening in so the spine is in its beautiful natural positioning. And then take the left hand, the heel of the hand, to the front of your head, to the forehead. Keeping the back of the neck lengthening, the chin slightly in. You're going to press gently into the hand with the head. So you feel those muscles at the back of the neck gently engage. Calm breaths into the belly, staying for 5 seconds. Gently release. Taking the left hand out to the outer edge of your left side of your head. And then you're going to gently press into the left side so you feel the muscles at the side of the neck engage. Staying for 5. Gently release. Place the left hand into the center of the chest, just as a little reminder to stay upright through the spine. And then right hand to the outer right side of the head. Gently pressing into the hand for 5. Barely any movement, it's just that activation. 3, 2, 1. You can repeat that a few times during the day. Hands both to the center of the chest, interlacing the fingers, taking the hands up and over, just below the crown of the head. So keep the back of the neck long, chin in, elbows soft and opening wide, and then press the head into the hands for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently release. Hands come all the way down. Shoulders relaxing, closing the eyes. And just feeling into all the sections of that beautiful trapezius muscle that we've just been working with. Slow breath in through the nose. Calm breath out. Gently bringing the palms to touch in front of the chest. Taking a moment just to gratitude to your body, your practice, to this day. And I thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. I look forward to seeing you next week. If you're new to the channel, thanks so much for being here. Please do remember to like and subscribe just to keep updated on all the new videos that come out and to also help support the channel. Thanks a million so much. Thank you so much. I'm good.